think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. Least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Astra away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really. Oh, really? Let's hear it. You got past a few rookies, that's all. Maybe we can still work something out. You talk a good game. Can you back it up? Sick of trading words with you. Kill them! Damn it! Just shoot everything!
Today's not gonna be your day, pal. Got one. This is my favorite part. Glad to see you don't mind getting your hands dirty. Looks like a smuggler den. Warren nest, or whatever you call it. Smugglers in here. wonder what flavor of smuggler lives here. Maybe cherry vanilla? Or shaving. You might want to stow some of that. Just a suggestion. This is for you. Well, I see your parents didn't skimp on your P's and Q's. I spotted it on our last planetary foray. All part of the service. Hey, I'm gonna pick things up one way or the other. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Who knows? Check in with me now and again and I might find more. Won't lie. My heart stopped for a beat when you passed out. I'm glad you're still with us. Share the wealth, right? Yeah, I was done too. Let's get...
Captain Dan,
we're back.
I have been idling and awaiting my next order for some time
You
now.
didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax. We're fine.
Vasco,
Go ahead.
we haven't run a deep
Time for that
diagnostic
artifact to
on
meet
you in a
its
while,
siblings.
have we?
I do not know, sweetie.
What did you call me?
I did not formally address you, honey.
Vasco, can you repeat what you just said?
I did not formally address you, handsome.
Let me just run a couple of tests.
Understood. I will prepare my system to begin the diagnostics. This will run as a background process, honey bundles of joy.
Good grief. Who did this to you, Vasco?
I do not know what you mean, Mr. Muscles.
I mean, it is kind of nice, though.
What exactly are you referring to, my precious pumpkin?
Never mind. Vasco, please quarantine any recently modified code relating to communications.
Yes, sir.
Just... what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear
Vasco,
that.
quick! Top
Moving
3 one-liner
forward
moments.
sometimes means fumbling
Yes,
around in the
Barrett.
dark.
Number 3.
I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship.
The Stone Root Inn.
I was on a roll.
Number 1.
Why not? What do you think, Cora?
It's really nice to have more company. New stories, new data.
What? Data?
That was a good
All
one.
right.
But I'm
We're
not
in.
sure it's the top.
Let's see what the galaxy
That
throws
is
at
the
us
list
next.
You provided to me in the exact order you dictated. Shall I
Your
update the
ship smells
listing?
so much better than
Let me
Dad's.
think on it, buddy.
Like a
I'll get
lot.
back to you.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
Need something?
Captain Dan, do you require my assistance? You may. I will do my best to provide satisfactory answers. You may ask me anything. I am programmatically incapable of keeping secrets.
Hey, Mr. Stroud, got a second?
Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. May I answer a question for you?
I'm afraid I don't really think about it too much in terms of...
I am looking at one. I hope that was a suitable response. Constellation did not equip me with a sense of humor. I have done my best to mimic Barrett's. This is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience enjoyment. However, I find that the music of ancient Japan has a pleasantly mathematical sound. The same is true of the works of European composers from the Baroque period. I have dedicated significant time to processing these compositions and understanding their structure. Logically, I believe the correct answer to be the airplane, followed shortly by the computer. Humans could not have become a spacefaring species without them. Illogically speaking, I am inclined to believe that books were your greatest invention. I have spent a good deal of time processing works of science fiction. They make good case studies in how your species could have made a mess of its entry into the stars in different ways than you did in reality. I have been programmed to comprehend all modern and ancient human languages. The only exception is body language. My body is crafted from reinforced metal, and therefore incompatible with such forms of expression. Understood. Constellation recovered me from an abandoned lunar robotics factory on Earth's moon, where I was manufactured. I am told I was in quite a state of disrepair. Barrett elected to refurbish me after the discovery. Since then, I have been reprogrammed to be useful to Constellation. That is correct. I am a first-generation Model A robot. As such, I was manufactured on Earth's moon. Modern lunar robotics products are manufactured elsewhere. Constellation is an exceptionally driven and intelligent group of humans. I would expect nothing less of them. I am powered by wheels and cogs. They are responsible for any ticking that emanates from me. That is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience human emotions such as enjoyment. However, I have been kept busy since Constellation acquired me. That satisfies my directive to be as helpful as possible for the duration of my existence. Understood. It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither a book nor a block of code. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, I will provide one. My internal clock tells me that it has been years since Barrett and I began traveling together. I have traveled much of the settled systems in his company. Barrett has not shared many personal details with me. He finds me a poor conversation partner, despite repeated attempts on his part. I do not understand the concept of gossip. No, I was manufactured by a machine. However, Barrett has modified my programming substantially. I have advanced linguistic capability and navigational skills. I warned him that I would require an extra millisecond to process information with his modifications, but he did not seem to mind. Apparently, my capacity for conversation makes me a more entertaining travel companion. Travel safely.
Minerals can be good on planets like this. Hey, good to see you. I might have what you need. Well, that's it then. I feel like a superhero here.
There was a small bit of dust on your shoulder. How dare it try to spoil perfection? But don't worry, I blew it off. What's next on the agenda? Saving the world? Saving the galaxy? Saving the universe?
Hey there. Some other time then.
and everything. What could go wrong?
I heard that you're so fast, you can run around a planet and sign the back of your own head. We just need to find you a pen.
Of service, Captain.
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Time to venture into that human sky. There. Stable already achieved, like a toy sailboat.
Dad, have you ever tried Aurora?
Well, yeah, not in a long time, sweetheart. Not since...
What was it like?
Terrible. It was terrible. You stay away from that.
It's the worst.
No mercy! Not getting away! Concentrate fire!
Direct hit to the ground jump. It's offline.
Hello.
I'm all ears.
So, Miss Stay Up Late last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Co.
Orbital pattern locked. Easy.
I love coffee. It's my second favorite thing in the galaxy, next to reading about you.
Let's get out there and do something new today, shall we?
Is it weird that I still get nervous around you? We're literally best friends after all.
Captain Dan, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
Sure, I've got a minute.
Time for a quick chat?
Is
I'd
there a way
appreciate
to
it
go
when you're
faster
able.
than the speed of light? And none of that grav tech cheating?
So how much of a thrill has it been traveling with the one and only last descendant of the great Solomon Coe? Is it everything you imagined? Ain't you ever heard of sarcasm, friend? Okay, so how's it traveling with one of the great Coes? That better? You're something else. I gotta say, it's a relief being with you. So many people hear Coe and they expect me to pull some miracle out of a hat. Time has a way of just building on itself. Solomon was a good man. Great one, even. But if he ever heard all the bullshit being talked about him these days, he'd flat out deck him. I am. And I'm not. Yeah, there was a time, well before Korra, where it really weighed on me. Felt like every little thing I did or didn't do was a reflection on our great legacy. It's enough to drive you crazy. Now I just hope I can help Korra to... I don't know. Yeah, let's see if you can do better with her. Some days I think she's half feral. For my father, Korra, and me, everything starts and ends with Solomon Coe. He looked out at the stars, and he dreamed a way to get there. Imagine being the first person to jump into a new system, set foot on a new world. Well, I get it. That's powerful stuff. And now... I'm just getting sappy. You're a bad influence, you know that? That's what I like about you. Well, I hope the comic book they make about our adventures is better than that rag on Solomon. The stuff they publish is just downright embarrassing.
Talk to me.
Ship's clear and the sky is falling.
Hello?
Red apogee.
Do you read me?
Surrounded by stars and the vastness of space.
Hello there. Thank you for responding to my hail. It's been a long time since I had company. I'm Dr. Sola Banglawala from MAST in New Atlantis. I'm performing a geological survey of the settled systems as part of a field research initiative. I flagged you down to see if you might have any rare geological samples to contribute. A tragically understaffed one, yes. But this geological survey could earn us a big grant from the UC government, assuming I manage to finish it. A tiny staff means a tiny budget, so the only ship the Institute could afford to send me out in was this bottom-of-the-line junker. It's been slow going at best. That's why I've started hailing pilots like you for assistance. Of course. Fair's fair. My research produces a lot of common inorganic materials as byproducts. I'm happy to offer you some copper, lead, or aluminum. I could also pay you if you'd prefer credits, but I'm on a research scientist's budget, so don't expect much. Well, it was worth a shot. Maybe I'll have better luck in a more populated system. I'll leave you to it. I'm going to try my luck in another system. You might want to back up a bit. This old Junker's grav drive is a little on the fritz. Fly safe! Sorry this is taking longer than usual. So, do you have any hobbies? Oh, a workaholic. I get it. I knew plenty of those at Mast. Personally, I have quite a rock collection. I used to spend my weekends gathering samples on Jemison. Maybe I shouldn't have let that slip at the office, huh? That's probably why they sent me on this job instead of some poor grad student. You ever hear the one about the geologist in the music shop? It's a good one. A geologist walks into a music store and asks the cashier, "Got any rock?" The guy looks him up and down and says,
Sidonia's about as UC as you get. And that ain't a compliment. I'd hate to live my whole life in a bubble. We still haven't really came along.
Careful down near the mines and enter any active sites at your own risk.
Talk to me if you reckon you can hack it as a bounty hunter.
Not many places older than Aquila. This. Old stories, old planet.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with
Well, I hope you never need it. But come to me if you need medical attention. Let me guess. You're here because you were working a cutter, accidentally nipped your thumb off, and you need me to reattach it again? Well, that's a relief. You'd be surprised how often it happens. Sorry. I tend to think the worst, since the overwhelming majority of my patients come here to treat entirely preventable accidents. I know it's my job to help people, and I love doing it, but I do wish they'd be a little more careful down in the mines. I'm Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you today? Let's have a little look-see at you, shall we? Oh, not good. Not good at all. You're gonna need a lot of care. There's no sense in downplaying it. This'll sting, but it'll make you feel better. Here we go. You're good to go. Careful around the affected area. Give it time to heal completely. Well, sure. You look to be an easy patient for a change. Take care.
Bad news for the League of Independent Settlers, or LIST. A prospective colonist family used LIST resources to find a new home, a remote moon filled with life and ideal for farming. The only problem is that moon does not exist. So instead of starting a new life, free of rules and completely self-reliant, the family returned to New Atlantis and filed a lawsuit. List told our reporter it was a simple data entry error. It should have been listed as 3B instead of 2B. We're just a resource, and we're not liable. That was little comfort to the irate would-be colonists. The heart... of the Settled Systems, SSNN.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.